Good evening, good evening, good evening, people. We are back again with another podcast. I hope everyone out there had a wonderful week. I know I did. What about you?
It was cool.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So tonight's episode that's coming from our truth, because I am his mom,
And I am her son.
the pressure of staying upbeat, being on all the time. Do you feel that pressure? Like when you go
Mm-hmm.
out and you got you don't want to be the ball of the party, but you feel the pressure of having to be the ball of the party. You don't want others around to let other people that's around you to see how you really feeling that day. So you smiling even though you screaming on the inside. Ever go to
Exactly.
work and just life is just beating you down, but when you walk through the door at work, you got that smile on your face, and it's that pressure. I can't show weakness. I can't show vulnerability. I gotta make sure I'm upbeat all the time, that I'm staying up all the time. That is freaking depressing. I used to do it, but then I stopped. Like, and I don't know if I stopped because when I stopped being around people, so it didn't matter, or I don't know. I don't know. When you're an introvert, being on all the time is very stressful. And I just had to calm down. I know my friend once told me, "Girl, you got a rested bitch face. You are very unapproachable." And I was like, I just don't want to be bothered. Like, I literally just, like, I'm tired of smiling all the time and making people think that I want to talk. I don't want to talk to you. Just leave me alone. Like, I'm tired of pretending to be friendly. Like, so I don't know. That was just me. What do you think about this topic, sir?
I believe that in certain situations or certain occupations, sorry,
What
y'all,
is
for all
that
the
noise? I
noise.
can't hear you.
I
What?
believe that for certain occupations and certain jobs or situations require you to be upbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for example, right now, if I'm not upbeat while I'm talking, then the energy is not there. People not interested. They get to listening like, oh, why he sound like that? He don't have any energy. But
Right.
if I go, well, to be upbeat, then I'm putting that energy behind just so I can make something more interesting. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when when people are excited about getting a new job or starting a new career or doing something exciting for the first time, whatever, their excitement is there. And then they show that excitement throughout their time of working, whatever. People who work customer service. I'm talking about the people who want to work where they have to be upbeat, hospitality, front counter for any hotel, customer service, working in any retail store, any restaurant people. So it's like they got these jobs where they would have to, hi, welcome to McDonald's, or hi, welcome to Burger King, or hi, welcome to Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? Like they got to be happy. Welcome to Wendy's, man. When do you want to go?
But
They
it's some
can't do
out there
that.
that be like that. They be like,
But listen, but this is the reason
man,
thing.
it's
I mean,
horrible.
this is the thing. Those are the people who end up losing their jobs, or they end up getting to a situation with a customer because the energy is off. And that's why some
Right.
people choose not to go that route, and they choose to be upbeat, and they choose to fake the funk of, I'm not going to put my energy off on everybody else and make them feel how I'm feeling just because I'm having a bad day. So they walk in, they smile, and they go, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to make sure that this doesn't show people that I feel like that.
To be
And
honest, sometimes I don't even think it's about being having a bad day. I actually believe sometimes that's just their disposition.
no, I don't.
You don't?
Nope. I don't believe people who feel that way on a regular basis will go seek a job where they have to be smiling in people's faces. That's not, no.
Well, if that's the only
Why
job
would
that
you
they
put
can get,
yourself in that situation?
because that's
No.
all they can get.
There's
They
factory
tap.
jobs where you ain't got to smile in people's faces. You just be in a assembly line. You can ignore people that's
But not everybody
next
can
to
work a
you.
factory job. You gotta have some type of knit. You gotta have something. It's a certain type of character, a
I really feel
person
sorry for people.
that can
If
work a factory job, because I worked factory job and the job is grueling. It's not a easy job to do. And unless you are built like that, I,
they're gonna have to
you
be
know,
if they don't wanna if they wanna, because I'll say this. Don't put yourself in a situation where your energy is going to be bad and rubbing off on people. And don't be in a situation where you upset because you got to pretend to be happy because you work in a job that you got to settle for. Yep, I use
and
that word, settle, because that's what y'all doing. If you can't work hard at a job you're trying to do, I mean, at a job that you need to do, then don't complain about the job you have. If you have to be upbeat at your job, guess what? It sucks, but you got to do it. And I feel like the people who have to deal with that the most, it's not even, and it's weird for me to say this because they so rich, but it's the famous people, because they could lose a family member, anything, and some of them can't lash out or show that anger when paparazzi come around, when they fans come around. No, they gotta smile and act
yeah,
like they're
because
not
and
human. And
that's horrible, because
yeah,
fans act like that artists aren't real people. Like
I
they
mean,
don't
I
have
don't think.
real emotions and real
Well,
problems,
they
and they
used to. They
always talks
used to
about,
act like that.
well,
Now,
how
they
they got
know.
problems because they rich. What do they money got to do with them having problems? They lose people just like you lose people. They have bad days just like you have bad days. They're human. Like their money has nothing to do with their humanity, their feelings, or their emotions. And
Right.
you, oh, they ain't got the right. What? What? How? Like, who makes the rules?
Exactly.
Like, really? Like, yeah, and I would have to say that they have it the hardest. They got the most pressure to having to stay upbeat all the time. And
Yeah.
some of them don't last. And I think that's when, you know, you have a lot of artists that abuse drugs, because the mental strain of having to always smile, even when you feel like crying, even when you feel like screaming, because you're always being watched by someone. And then they're going to peg you as, oh, what's so and so, did you see him today? And then you all in the tabloids, and it ain't like they came to you and be like, oh, are you okay? No, you could have just got a bad news saying your favorite uncle died. They see you out, you looking mad, upset, and the next thing you know, you reading them, so and so did so and so, and it's like that ain't even the reason I was looking. It's like it's like you
Hmm.
can't win for losing, because they pegging you a certain way because you are, and then um and then like I'm gonna mention them, like Prince Harry. When I read his book, I bought his book. I love his book. When I read his book, on one part, no, it wasn't a book. It was when I saw interview, and one of his guy that would work for him. I forget what they called him, but worked in his house. And I remember he said the worst thing he ever did was basically a re- a paparazzi's made a statement. What's up with Prince Harry? He doesn't perform for us anymore. Like, what the heck? Like, and he went to him and told him, you need to smile. You got to play the game. You want to stay relevant. So you have to, they saying you're not performing. You need to play the game. Seriously? You know how much pressure that is? especially when you're the type of person like him who try to shy away from the paparazzi because of the situation that happened and everything, but he's not really a fan of the paparazzi. So for them to tell you, I want you to be my trained monkey and do so I can keep you relevant, you're gonna do what I and smile at me and wave and blah. That has to be stressful.
Yeah, you're right. It do. And I wonder what kind of alternative, what kind of life can they live where they don't have to do that?
Um, Not to say that, but look at Britney Spears. That's the kind of life when it gets
What
too
is she doing?
much.
I don't even know what she's doing.
So basically, she was in that conservatorship because of she had it had like this life um performing. Everything got to her so bad that she kind of, you know, has severe PTSD. I think that's what she has. I really believe that she has severe PTSD and she's not acting what society would deem as normal for a person. She does little wacky things like when she cut her hair, all the stuff that she did before when she cut her hair and this and this
Hmm.
and this, and then all the stuff. And they didn't, instead of giving her help, they condemned her for it. Like she is seeking. She is lashing out. She cut her hair. She doing this. She doing that. She even lost custody of her kids. Like that's not a normal reaction for a person. Something is going on. How about try to figure out what's
Wait, this
going
is right
on?
now? Right now? Going on with
Where
her?
after baby after her she fought and I think it was dropped, but it needs to be put back on because she met a guy. They had got married. Shouldn't have got married. It was too quick, in my um, in my opinion.
You know,
And now,
KF, the dude who got famous off of her?
no, that was her first husband. I'm talking about she got married some other guy just now, but they got divorced. I mean, but they had on. I haven't heard nothing recently because I really don't be online like that anymore. But
Ah, we gotta be online.
right, I know. But they they had one thing where they were saying she was playing with knives. Like she was,
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I play with knives.
but she was dancing on live video, playing with knives, swinging them all over the place, like playing like that, playing with knives. And she don't know how to play with knives, but how she was acting, they said she was acting kind of wacky or whatever. But my thing about it is, okay, so, but she did put out a statement saying they were fake knives. People don't believe it. I don't care. It's like she is dealing with something, and she used to smile all the time, and she used to be chipper all the time, and she used to be happy all the time. She was always smile, 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 and I think it broke something in her to have because I think she was emotionally and mentally dealing with something, in my opinion, and I think it broke something in her because she didn't get the help she needed from the people that was around her that was supposed to protect her, and she don't know how to deal with that
Hmm.
because the memory ghosts are ghost memories, those memories that keep popping in your head every time you close your eyes. How you supposed to deal with all these emotions and all these things that keep these traumas when you go in here and you go in there and continue to keep smiling?
Smoke weed every day.
Oh my god. I just, I I guess my thing is that was too
Nah,
funny.
but I get what you're saying, and I understand. I can see how the pressure of having to deal with that and having to be upbeat all the time and keep a smile on your face can cause you to pull a Britney Spears. Because I do remember that stuff happening to her. I just don't know the ending. I hate to say
Yeah.
I stopped paying attention to her, but I did. And I can say that because it's not like people paid attention to me. Even if they did, they stopped at some point. So we can stop paying attention to people if we want. Like some people, I be wondering, like, is that what caused people to do the things they do? I don't want to use this guy as an example, but I'm going to. Diddy. Think this
Um,
dude always putting the front up, smiling, laughing. Yeah, bad boys. Yeah. Sean, yeah, I got another cologne coming out, another album. Bad boys doing good things. And he's smiling, he happy, making a band. We're doing big things. Yeah, yeah. One, and behind closed doors, outside the stuff that he is now serving time for. I'm not gonna mention that.
mhm.
But we're gonna mention the fact that something was going on with him that caused him to live that life that nobody really was paying attention to because he was always smiling and happy. And his songs wasn't about being depressed and I feel like I'm sad, I'm going through it, or I don't know why I want to do this. Like, and the whole time he living a crazy life.
Right.
So, same thing with I don't want to throw these guys under the bus, man, but same thing with
Okay, I'ma say
with Kales.
it.
Because if something was wrong with him, something was going on with him, and something was like really mentally eating at him, caused him to do this, then people, I'm not gonna say will be more understanding, but then they know like
They don't.
why
That's
he
just
was
it.
like
Like,
what trauma. Because I heard like he couldn't. This is crazy. Because the moment this stuff came out about him and all this stuff, I heard he couldn't read. I'm like, well, how he makes songs? They're like, he's just a genius. I'm like, nah, that don't make sense. But they like he couldn't read, and he would just go in the studio and just make his music off the top and go in the studio. But he was never writing his lyrics down because he couldn't reread what he wrote, and that he grew up abused and all that. I'm like, I never knew this. Like he never. I try to think back about
right.
songs and see if I
But
remember
just
him
think
singing
about
about
it.
being abused. I'm like, nah, and he smiled with people's faces.
All the time. Just stand up. The stress, the pressure of just smiling through it because of the fans. Well, they ain't gonna like me if I walk around. His PR manager. You got to suck it up. You got to suck it up. You just got to be, for the fans. You got to, for the music. For the fame.
You know what's
What?
crazy? I'm not making excuses. I paid attention in my psychology class, and I really like psychology. I could have been a psychology major and really did things with that, but in my mind, something telling me no. No, I'm just playing. But in my mind, something tells me that because of his trauma or whatever happened to him, and the fact that he had to, and this is where it full circles. This is he had to suppress his feelings and smile when he didn't want to, be happy when he wasn't happy, and be
Mm-hmm.
around fans that was showing him love. Like, I love you. I'll do anything for you. I want to have your baby. They just saying weird
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and he's like, you know what?
And I'm dying inside.
I'm the man, and I got all this going on, and these people are willing to whatever they were willing to do. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not saying I don't believe them. I do believe them. Everybody has their story. Everybody has their truth. Only person who really knows is God. I'm not here to judge nobody. I'm just here to listen to y'all stories and have my own opinion. My truth is if they went through it and then he deserved to, get what he's getting. But at the same time, you gotta pay attention to these people. These people who make these songs and they smiling in our faces and they're shaking our hands and having interviews with y'all and y'all not asking deep questions. Y'all not asking them, what made you write this song? Y'all not asking them, so what's your daily life like? Y'all not asking them these people stuff and they don't think y'all care about them and they just continue to
Because they don't.
show a
They
face for y'all. I think some people snap just like and we go back to regular people, post office. They say postal workers always go berserk, and those are the people who's always dealing with people. They got to get y'all mail. They got to deal with dogs barking and stuff. And these people, all right, here we go. I'm gonna go put on these clothes. Hey, Mary. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, what's the mail like?
Right.
Up. What's the route? Mr. Johnson. I hope he put that dog up. Really, in the inside, you like, man, this motherfucker ain't put this dog up. But
Right.
and you go to work. You take your little mail bus and you go. I don't know what y'all call it. I'm sorry if I said mail bus.
Mail
Your little
truck.
mail cart, mail truck, mail van, mail SUV, mail vehicle. But you take your mail vehicle and you ride up and you go and hand your business with it. And I've seen it. Like, look, how I'm say it. For real, mom. But no, I've seen it. I've looked on the camera. Next time we have our mail ran, I want you to look at their face. When they walk up to the camera and they're just putting the mail in there, you should see how they're looking. And then I want you to walk up on them while they're hanging their mail and watch how it changes.
I
These
have done
people
that
are
before.
not happy. Like,
They're not happy.
they are not happy. And then as soon as they
No.
see you, they, "Oh, here's your mail. You have a good day.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much." And then they go right back to, I can't believe it. And to me, it's
Yeah.
like, I always, and I hate walking away saying this because, but I'm like, why do you have a job where, like, I'm sorry that you don't like your job, man. Like, man, I wish you liked your job. I wish
And I
that,
don't
you know what
even
I'm
think
saying, you would
it's the
smile
I
more.
don't even think it's them not liking their job, to be honest. I think it's them not liking the politics of their job.
But
How they
okay,
being
but
treated, them be how the way that
mhm,
like how they being treated at their job. I had one job that I
yeah, I get
loved.
that.
I liked this job so much. I hated my manager. I hated my manager, and I stayed with the job a while because I loved the work, but I used to hate
But
going
within
to
that
work.
hate of your manager, was you upbeat with your manager and smiling in your
No.
manager face and
Yeah.
ah?
Yes, because she was my manager, and I really liked the job.
Oh, not
But
me.
when I see her comment, it wasn't instant. When saw her comment, I would take a beat. I would take a deep breath. I let it out, and then I turn to her and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" But in my mind, I'd be like, "Oh, if I could just punch her in her effing face." I couldn't. But I liked the job. I liked the job. Could not stand my manager. Couldn't, not at all. And then I end up getting fired because one day, I'm telling you, the pressure stand upbeat, smiling one day. She lied, but I don't even care. So at work, and she was just, and usually her boss is, she was over me, and it was only three of us in in the office. And one day, her boss, she was gone, and she was riding me and riding me and riding. And I say, um, how did I say it? I was like, "What is your problem with me? Why are you always treat me like a bitch?"
You said
And
it to
when the
your
boss,
manager?
yeah,
Hmm,
and when she when
that's
the
crazy.
main boss came back, she said I called her a bitch.
Oh,
I said she a lie. I did not call her a bitch. I said, I asked her why she keep treating me like one. She's like, "Well, we don't tolerate that type of language, so I'm gonna have to let you go." I said, "That's fine." I said, "Because how I said, I'm finna tell you now." I said, "To be honest." I said, "How?" I said, "I've been holding it in and holding it in, and I just let it all out." I said, you're gonna get an employee in here that's not gonna take that, and they're gonna whoop her ass." I said, "Because I was two shakes from doing it." She had locked herself in the room, in the room and everything. She didn't come out. She locked herself in the office. She was actually scared, thought I was gonna do something to her. I ain't finna go to jail for your white ass. Your white butt. But anyway, but I had to tell her boss, you need to check her. Because if I didn't like this job,
wait a
I would have
minute.
been tore up into her.
We don't address that. Never mind.
What?
You say but because you said ass, but you said the B word and then switch that up for another
Yeah,
thing.
because I don't want to be flagged with too much cursing.
That's true. That's true. That's understandable.
Uh,
What is it? One
but
curse word per episode?
I
So
don't
you
know.
got
I
yours.
gotta look it
I get
up.
the next one.
So basically, they said as long as it ain't overly and it's not the hard curse words.
Ain't no such thing as curse words, man. Pay attention to our podcast. I mean, our podcast.
podcast. Yeah. But but anyway, so
Ooh-wee.
basically, but that one day, I was not in the mood. I was tired of
Uh,
being up, smiling through her fakeness and her smiling through her talking down to me and smiling through her treating me like I was a complete idiot and I had not been doing the job for over a year and I know what I'm doing and her it's the way she used to talk to me. So when you move this over there, when you move this over there, make sure you are hitting this button. This button right here. You see the button? I've been doing this for 6 months. Why are you at my desk? I know what to do. I'm trying to help you. No, you're not. Huh, that you're not trying to do. I don't know what you're trying to do, but that you're not trying to do. She did from the time she walked out the door. She did that to me repeatedly, repeatedly, repeatedly. She kept, don't forget, she never did it. It wasn't as bad. Like she would do small things, but this was like, I kept saying, please come back. Please come back. Please come back. Like I was begging, like, will she please come back? Because I'm about to whoop this girl. I'm about to whoop her. If she say one more thing, belittling or keep treat me like I'm a dog, like I'm dumb in this building.
hmm.
And I was like, and I had to tell her, I said, I've been doing this for over a year. I know what I'm doing. I was like, can you please just let me do my job and leave me alone? Please. I literally was like, that's what I said first. I'm like, please, just let me do my job and leave me alone, please. Like, I beg, I kid you not. I was like, please. I'm just trying to help you. And she turned around and walked away. And I was sitting there like contemplating. I was like, maybe I should just tell them like, I'm sick and I'm finna go home. I should just tell her. Our show was like, maybe I should just tell her, look, I don't feel well, I'm not gonna leave and then take the point. I was thinking that. And then I was like, well, no, 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 just don't say nothing else to her. Just don't. But then she came out the office and she said something like cross to me, and that was all she wrote. Cause I was already at that point. I was already there. This went on for a whole hour. So
That's
yeah.
crazy. You know what's crazy? I've been in a situation where I was working. I was like, man, how old was I? I think I was like 14, probably 14, 15, maybe. Um, and I got upset with my manager because she didn't put up the upbeat energy. She didn't put up the front. And the crazy part is we had like not that recent. I mean, it was recent enough for me to bring it up because I did, but we had just had a meeting about people leaving their feelings at the door and coming into the workplace ready to work. So
Hmm.
I come into the workplace ready to work. It was on Camp Pendleton, working at the subway. I go in there and I'm ready to work. And I'm working and I'm getting stuff done. And I see the two managers talking. The one manager, she's sitting down, sad, crying. And the other manager, she's talking to her. I come in and say good morning to both of them. I act like it's a regular day. I go in, I say good morning to both of them, smiling all happy,
Hmm.
getting my stuff, whatever, And I need to ask them a question. So I go, excuse me. And I wait, yes. And they say my name, yes. And I'm like, I need to know where's the oh, it's over okay, oh, thank you. Go do my job. I'm doing my job. They still talking. She sad. She crying. I'm working though, and I'm just working. And I go back and I hit them with another question because I need to ask them this question because it's opening and okay. The reason why I don't remember this stuff, y'all, because that's not what's important. So they told me to do something
Hmm.
else, and I'm like, okay, and I do that, and then I come for the third time, and she's like, "Can't you see she's going through something?" I go, "Yeah, but I'm not supposed to see that she's going through something." She supposed to have left that through the door, like y'all told us. And they got mad at me. They, well, you can just get back to doing your work. I'm like, I'm trying to. That's what I'm. But I
Why
need
y'all
to
want
ask
me to
y'all.
ask
But I need to
y'all?
ask y'all this question. Like, like I was in a situation where I understood. Not, and in that case, I understand why it's important because here she is sitting here crying, and I know y'all probably listening like, oh my God, you had no heart, you did not care, you had no feelings, no empathy. Where's your sympathy, brother? Like, I was like 14, 15 years old, bro. I was there to make some money. I wasn't there to be somebody's shoulder to cry on. So when I was already mad at them for accusing me of stealing some money because I had bought a watch. Like, man. Anyway,
Right.
that's a different story. That was crazy. But anyway, so I'm working with that watch on my wrist. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when they hit me with that, I'm like, yeah, I'm not supposed to see that there's something wrong with her though. Like, y'all told us to leave our feelings at the door, and they
That part.
she scuffed up her feelings like, and the one who was crying looked up at me because she was sitting down. The look of disgust was on her face. Like, I know she wanted to call me in word, but
But my thing is, don't right. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
like, but it's distracting. That's why I understand why they want you upbeat. When you work customer service and you're gonna do that and you're gonna be in front of people, don't do that. Like y'all could have been in the back with that little sad stuff. Y'all could have been having y'all little private moment with being sad. But to be out in the front where everybody can see y'all sitting at the desk with us, the customer supposed to be able to sit down and eat. How they gonna do that when you sitting there crying about a boy or something? I don't even know. I did not care. I ain't gonna walk in like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? Let me, you know what? But being who I am now, I would tell myself, hey man, you're gonna go in there, you're gonna clock in, and you're gonna pretend to care. Yeah, you're gonna pretend to care, and you're gonna make money just sitting there listening and talking. Okay, don't do nothing, because that's what they were doing. They were sitting on the clock, milking it, just having a cry, 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 cry. And I could have joined in. I could have been a good coworker, I guess. And
Whatever.
really, oh my gosh, no,
Yeah,
oh
I
my
don't do
god,
that.
no, it's gonna be so much better for you. Yes, hugging out. Oh, but no, I went in that straight business, time to work. I want to get this over with, so I can go home. You know, but and so and I try to remember if there ever been a situation where I went to work and I wasn't feeling upbeat, yet I had to pretend to be. Because the way I am, I'm always happy until somebody makes me mad. I'm not
Right.
mad waking up. I don't wake up just mad. Like, oh, I'm angry. I just look like I'm angry. I just look like I'm mad. I have that one of those faces that when I'm not talking, if I'm not doing anything, and I'm thinking about something, I look like I'm ready to punch you through your face. Whole time I'm thinking about video games, raps, rolling up, playing with a puppy or something. Like, man, I should go frolic in the yard. And my face look like, man, I wish somebody would. You know what I'm saying? Like, two
Yeah.
different things going on. But when I smile and I talk to people upbeat, that's not even thought of. It's not even so it's like you wanna have that energy when you're in customer service. Anything where you deal with people, anything where you gotta be in front of people, anything like where people have to look at you. Like
But see,
and
that's easy, cause that's like 8 hours. I mean, I think I can survive being upbeat. I did it. Yeah, I did it the last job, so I think I can survive being upbeat for 8 hours.
yeah,
I
because you gotta
but
have breaks
it's
where you're not
just
dealing with
when you
people.
have to always like
I
what
think there's
I
always
can't
breaks
survive
though.
because I came home and was like just me to myself. What I'm not gonna do is go to work and be upbeat. Then my girls want to hang out and I got to be upbeat. And then people want to say stuff and then I got to be upbeat with that too. It's like
See, honestly, in my opinion, I feel like when you not at work, when you not doing something professional, that upbeat stuff is out the window. Like if I don't want to be upbeat and we chilling and you actually come out and I ain't in the mood and I tell you that and we get to chilling and I show you I ain't in the mood, I'm not finna pretend to be upbeat for you. Nah, no. I told you on the phone, hey, what's up, man? We finna go out. That was your energy. My energy was, nah, not tonight, man. I'm finna watch Notebook. Nah, bro, you finna come out with us, man. We chilling. Nah, bro. After I'm done watching Notebook, I'm gonna watch Love Jones. All right, man. Come on. We on our way to pick you up. All right, man. I'm finna watch Four Brothers until y'all get here. You know? And then you go, change, put on your clothes, go out with them. Y'all out. They laughing. Hi, man. Taking it the shot. Hey. You're like, man, hey, dude,
Yeah.
this how you gonna act, man, while we out here chilling? Yeah, I told you. You know what I'm saying? Like, now that creates an argument because it's like you wanted me to pretend to be upbeat for your comfort because you wanted to be around me, even though we're supposed to be friends. I'm supposed to be able to be how I feel around you with no issue.
Look,
I don't feel good. I don't feel like being upbeat. I don't want to smile. You should be like, all right, look, we got you out here. We know you don't want to have a good time like that for real, for real. Take these shots. We don't, sit in the corner. We won't put too much on you, bro. We're going to be out here dancing with the women, talking, whatever. We'll come back, check on you. We just don't want you in the house by yourself. That type of stuff I will understand. Even if I was going through it, like, you know what? Cool. I feel you on that. I'm going to sit here, drink my cocktail and, watch my phone, because I don't want to vibe like this the way I want to vibe, but y'all want me around, so I'm around. But I'm not going to pretend to be upbeat. But then you wake up in the morning, same heartbreak or whatever you're going through, and you put on your tie, whatever, and you realize the job you work, you finna be in people's faces, and you wake up and you drive and you're mad while you're driving. You think about it, you just, man, this crazy going through this stuff, man. You walk in and as soon as you hear, "Bling," hi, good morning. Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah. What's up? Oh man, rough night. Yeah, man, with my friends, man. Yeah, we was chilling. It was a good night. It was a good night. All right, hold on. Let me go back clock in. Man, now you get a brief moment each time to go back into your little moodiness until somebody's back. Hi, do you know? Yeah, I can help you out. Da, 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 da. Because you can't, and that's the transformation. And I feel like we just said, that transformation that people have to make for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it helps keep them from snapping. Because if you have to have that face up at all, like I don't, like
man.
you just standing there, just smiling, hi, like, thank you for coming. Oh, a greeter. That's what I was trying to think of it. The greeters, them are the type of people who I would be afraid of. Like they just at the door, just smiling at you, like, "Hi, welcome to Walmart. Come on in. Hi, welcome to Target. Come on in." And they like, "Man, I gotta stay here by this cold door. Man, it's cold outside. I'm tired of doing this, man." Next person says, "Look at me wrong. I promise I'm gonna punch them in their face." Like they upset. They mad, but
Right.
or they doing what we're talking about, and they're pretending to be upbeat because they want to keep their job. Some people have to do this because they have no other they have no other skill. They have no other ability of making any money. So they have to deal with the fact that they don't feel good. They don't want to work, but they're going into work and they're putting on the smile that they don't want to have when they face. And they're doing it to survive. So I feel like the ultimate reason why people will do that and why it's done is for survival. Because I don't see people doing that for friends. I don't see people doing that like for regular situations. Like if people only gonna go out when they're feeling good, when they're happy, unless they're around
No, I did it.
friends.
Let me.
What I'm saying, but you said you was upbeat though, so you was,
No,
what I'm
I'm
saying,
like, I had
you
a
was being
situation with
you
you.
wanted your friends to be comfortable, huh?
No, I had a situation with you, but I did it completely different. I
You had a
never
situation
forget
with
it.
me.
Like you, didn't want to go,
Oh,
kept telling me you didn't want to go. They kept bugging me and kept bugging me, and I was like, if I go out with y'all, I'm going to sleep. And they were like, girl, please, when you go out, you won't get hot. I kid you not. If I did not sit at the table and lay my head on the table and go to sleep, like I told them I was going to do, because I had told them for 3 hours straight that I did not want to go out.
That's crazy. I made that story up from out of nowhere, and you actually experienced it.
Oh shoot, for real? No,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
ain't never
did.
experienced that. No, no,
Oh
no. If
yeah,
I don't
no.
want to go somewhere, I ain't going.
3 hours straight. 3 hours straight they kept calling me. Come on, you gotta go. Come on, you gotta go. You gotta go. Come on, you gotta go. You gotta go. And I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay, I go, but I'm going to sleep. And they just swept me down. It's gonna be too loud. It's gonna be like I really don't want to go. Y'all ain't understanding how serious I am about the fact that I don't want to go out with y'all. I don't want to go out with y'all. And I went, and I kid you not, on every my truth, I we had a regular table. We always went to the same club forever, for years. From the time I was 17. And this happened when I was 23. And I had been going to this bar, yeah, sneaking in. He didn't know I was 17, but whatever. Another story. From the time I was 17
Criminal.
until, yeah, because I'm trying to see, did I have the youngest too? We was over there. Nope, it was pre him. So we stayed in that house on Broadway. So it was before him, before I got pregnant with the youngest. But so I was 24 at the time, 23 at the time.
Mm.
And yeah, I tried to explain to them I did not want to go. That I was like, I'm not up to it. I'm tired. I don't want to go. And they was like, I told them, and I kid you not, I laid my head on that table and I went to sleep, loud music and all. I was knocked out at the table. And then I was ready to go because after that, they brought, they woke me up talking mess. So I said, okay, order me a drink. I ordered a double shot. And I kid you not, I was so pissed. As soon as the girl set the shot on the table, your Miss T, I don't want to say her name on here, but I'm gonna say, oh, okay. Anyway, I can't say, but anyway, Miss T, her is her name start with a T,
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't the short one; it's the tall one.
Uh, oh, okay.
It's okay. So as soon as the girl laid the shots on the table, she was arguing with somebody. Why she take my shot glass and dump it out on the table, man and hers, like turned them over and dumped the liquor out on the table to hit the girl with the shot glasses that was in her hand. A shot that I had just paid $8 for. I was pissed. First of all, I didn't want to be here. Secondly, y'all woke me up.
Mm.
Third, I just spent my money on that shot, and now we finna get kicked out because you finna start a fight, and you just wasted my liquor.
That's crazy.
Yup, I was so pissed. I was like, I told them, I said the
That
next
is
time,
crazy.
right, and that is when I had came to the decision that I did not care. I'm not finna be on for anyone anymore.
Mm.
That 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 if that was the end of it. Yeah,
Wow.
that was the end of it. I was not gonna be on it for anymore. I don't care. You gonna see my emotions. You gonna feel my. If you don't see them, you gonna feel them. So leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I'm the same way though. Like I don't if I'm not in the mood, like even when I go to work, that's not on purpose, and it's not because I'm trying to be, but when I come there, when I'm not ready to be all I'm not doing it. I'm getting myself together, and it's like And the weird part is I done it at home. I'm woke already at home and live, and then I get in the car, driving, listening to music, and then I pull up to the job, and then it's like, all right, now I gotta get into work mode. So I'm transitioning into work mode, and that's why I take a moment to myself. When I'm going in, clocking in, I get straight to doing whatever task I know I have to do because my job is not that hard. And while I'm doing that, I'll be all just smiling to myself, like, gonna have a great day, gonna have a great
Mhm.
day, gonna have a great day, gonna have a great day, gonna have a great day. No, today's gonna be a good day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not smiling, I'm just working. And then as soon as it gets later on in the afternoon, somebody that probably made a joke or something, I'm laughed and start responding and said something, made my joke back, whatever. And now the day got started and now it's moving along fast. But I'm never forced to have to be upbeat when I don't want to be. I'm never forced to change my mood. Like when I greet people and I talk to them, it's exactly how they're looking. If I see somebody and they look like they're upset and mad, I greet them cautiously and I'm like, welcome. If I see somebody they look like they upset about something already and I know it may be us, I try to get them cool. You know, I do my part because I'm a sales manager and I try to make sure that I can get a sale. You know, and I'm just playing, but and I do make sure that they're happy and stuff. So I may put on a face for them. Like if I'm not feeling like dealing with it, but I see somebody coming in, a particular person, I'll do it. And it's not an issue for me. It's not like a um I don't even it's not even a thought because it goes way that fast. Like some people like for instance, like when some people come in there and my coworkers, I'll make a comment like, "You're looking beautiful today." Da, da, da. Coworkers, like, look at you flirting, and I'm like, "Nah, I just want them to be happy, feel comfortable, and everything. Especially if they're, calling me handsome and everything. I'm gonna give them compliments back. I
Mhm.
want them to feel welcome and a part of like not weird. So I'm gonna conversate with them back, and then they've done it, and I be looking at them like, mm-hmm. And they be looking at me like, no,
See.
it's different. Like, nah. But for me, it is different because I'm pretending to care. I'm gonna say, this is my truth. Forget it. I'm gonna say it. I'm pretending to care about these people. Y'all actually care about these people. I have not known these people as long as y'all. So for me, it's pretending to care about them when they come in. For y'all, it's not. So when I'm putting on the face, I hope they understand. Like this dude ain't been here that long to even talk to me like this. So I know he faking. You know what I'm saying? I know he ain't.
Right.
Happy to see you. Yeah, see you again. I don't even know y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? But when you build relationships with people and everything, then it can become that. And then I don't have to put on the face because y'all come in like, oh, you having a bad day today? Yeah, but I'm still here. Oh, what's up? You hear me? You know what I'm saying? And then I can do that because y'all know me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I am on a regular basis. Y'all know I'm chipper and all this stuff. So it's like when I started letting people like, I feel like it's all about the money when you have to deal with it because you know it's going to make or break your pockets or whatever, or you got to deal with your
Right.
job, then you're going to deal with it. For
And
me,
I think that's where the stress come from.
I don't have that worry. That's why I don't have to put on that face, and I only do it for their comfort. Like, and that's the custom. I'm talking about the customer, because even the owner could come in and I'm like, oh man, hey, how you doing? I'm not gonna be all chipper if because he walked in. Nah, that's not me. If I'm not really feeling chipper, but I'm here, I'm here. Watch me get this work done.
Right. Yeah.
So my advice
And
to people
yeah,
out there
mhm.
that if they gotta do it, find moments where they can relieve and and not smile. Take that smile away. Think about what's bothering you and get back to it. Because
I used to
or change your job.
I used to go to the bathroom and silent scream.
What is that?
It's when you scream
No, no,
by
you can't scream
Yes, you
silently.
can. Yes, you can. Do it right now. I
What?
want you to I want you to open up your mouth
And
and
make no
scream.
sound.
but without the sound, but actually do the motion like you're screaming. Open your
Do
mouth
the
and scream.
motion of a scream
Yes, the
without
whole entire
screaming.
thing without screaming. Open your mouth and just scream and don't make the sound. No, scream and don't
If
make
I
the
saw
sound.
somebody doing this out in public, I would
Why
think
would you
something is
see me?
wrong
I'm
with
in the
them.
bathroom doing it.
I know, but you. So you
Yes, you
scream
can.
without screaming. You just
Yes. Just like you done seen it happen on scary movies when someone be like, but and they cover their mouth and they screaming, but I didn't cover my mouth, and I was
I
like,
just did it, but it's weird because it makes me want to scream now. I wonder now. I
uh,
want to scream. Like you can't do something
no,
like that for
but
somebody like me. I got it out. I did it.
see, no,
Shit.
not me. It was that gave me the relief that I need,
Nah, that
and
ain't no
to
relief,
not
and I
snap
still ain't
out.
relieved. All right, after this podcast, I got to scream.
That's so crazy.
That was weird. Who does that?
Me. That's how I used to when I used to
Oh yeah,
be
you just
when
say she does that. Yeah, yeah.
right. I
That
would go
no,
into the
that's
bathroom and I would scream. Or I would mute scream.
that's a technique I'm gonna teach people. Hey, you want
You
somebody to get away from you and they try to fight you, and somebody think they think they crazy, give them a silent scream. You just
look, or I would mute scream. I'd be like that.
I'm serious though. If I'm about to fight somebody
Or
and they
like
silent scream on me,
or I
I'm not
would do
fighting them. You just open up your mouth and made us and I'm be sitting there like, did you just power up? Like what? Like
not power up. Not
like what
power
was that?
up.
Like I'm gonna be
Not
checking
power
other people.
up.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Did something flicker? I don't look, dog. We ain't even gotta fight.
Like
Everybody
my
be asking
bad.
me like, "Oh, what happened? Yo, you beat up Jimmy? You beat up Jimmy?" Nah, bro. Nah, this dude, he got in a horse stance and he put his hands on his hip and he opened up his mouth. And I thought he about to yell at me. He just stood there shaking his body like he was his mouth open. He was just shaking. His mouth was wide open. He was just shaking. Like, thought his eyes
Screaming.
about to roll in the back of his head. Like it
That's a
sounds
shame.
freaky. You hear that? Like you just.
That's a shame.
I was like, yeah, I ain't fighting you, dude. No, let's go. Oh man, I gotta put that in the skit. I gotta see how that looks.
Whatever.
No, listen,
Y'all know
but
what I'm
I'm gonna
talking
tell you
about
this.
out there.
But look, I'm gonna say this: stuff like that people do, you can make those funny moments. Because guess what? What you do that helped you, that can be turned to a skit, and somebody see that and be like, you know what? I need that. Let me. Even though this is very funny, let me go try that. And then they go in the bathroom and they do a silent scream and they like, you know what? That makes me feel a lot better.
It made me feel
Because
better.
it's different for different people. And I've seen people do all type of crazy stuff like, chants and meditation and like
Yeah,
I do weird things to calm my nerves. Like, I'll pace myself. I used to breathe heavy, but now I control my breathing. It's not as bad. I used to almost hyperventilate. But the silent scream, nah, I ain't gonna lie. I was driving. This was in the middle of work, and I was on my way from one location to another, and I had all this stuff going through my head. I don't know exactly what it was. I just remember the moment where, in my mind, it was funny. In my mind, while I was driving, I had all these thoughts going through my head, and then one thought came through my head of me like, I hate to say it like this, but breaking free. It's just I don't know what it was breaking free of, but the moment it happened, and I'm just driving, but the moment it happened, I just screamed. I just let out a big old scream, and it felt weird, like my eyes teared up and everything. And then I'm like, what's like, I was. No, seriously, I was like, what was that? Like, what was that? Because it shocked me. It came out of nowhere. Like, I was just driving, thinking about stuff, and it was like, and the thoughts that I was having was good and bad, but it was like, it was just, and it just, I guess it made me angry because I thought, and it creeped me out though because the yell came from nowhere. So I like,
I'm
Hey,
telling you.
man.
Now, they're right. That's the same thing, like screaming in the car. But when you at work, you can't scream in the bathroom. People gonna be like running in, saying if you need medication. So you got to do it without making a sound because you need to release that tension. You got to
Man.
release that tension,
Hey,
and you can't.
man.
You know.
They gonna be making rumors about you. Hey, Bob been on the toilet. I think he having a hard time. Like, why you say that? I heard him scream. Did he say he had his bathroom? No, he ain't say nothing to nobody. Y'all. That's why he ain't say nothing to nobody. That boy back there screaming.
Right. So you can't. No, you gotta silent scream and take a deep breath and I'm just trying to get them out.
I
If
gotta
you
put that
at
in the
work
skit
and
too.
you can't, and you tired of, you don't want to smile anymore. The stress is just getting to you, and you really want to just go in the bathroom and silent scream. I'm telling y'all, it
It
it helps.
works.
Yeah, it worked for me. It worked for me.
I
That's
mean, I probably
crazy.
gotta do it more often. It just made me want to actually yell.
Of course, it did.
Yeah. I mean, shaking my body, having nothing coming out. It's like that made me feel like how I feel when I want to yawn, but the yawn don't come, and I know it want to come, and then it come, but then it goes away, like it don't finish. I'm like, oh, and then
Oh,
I'm like, oh, I need that yawn, and like I feel like the yawn is right there, and it's like if this yawn don't come out, I can't go to sleep. This yawn gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll be having weird thoughts, like, that's how it was. It was that same feeling, but.
that's
I
crazy.
understand. I understand though. I understand. Like I get it. So that can probably help if you have to be in a situation where you gotta be always upbeat, and you really do not want to be upbeat. Let it out. Go
Let it
outside in
out.
the back, scream for real, or go in the
Be like, I gotta
bathroom
go
and
to the
do a silent scream.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yep, and silent scream. I'm telling you, it worked for me. It saved me a plenty of days at work. Plenty of days. I go
Or
in the bathroom.
you can do you can do the boys in the hood and do the shadow swinging.
Oh, that the shadow swinging. No, that made me too much want to fight. No, I would go out there and shadow box her face. So that was no. I did
Somebody
that
walk
one
in on you like,
time.
oh, she in there practicing.
Right, but I did that one time, and I was ready to fight. I was like, yeah, because now I really want to fight.
Man.
Like I really want to go out there and be like, let me tell
Yeah,
you
I can see
something.
that. I can see you going there. I can see that happening with a person getting upset, getting mad, and just start punching the air. And they like, you know what? I
I
could take
punch her.
that.
Right.
I
I'm gonna
could take.
take right. I ain't finna punch the air no more. I'm gonna punch her. And then see, I just got down with your silent scream me. Now I wanna fight somebody. Why I wanna fight somebody? Because I'm here punching the air. And I done got now and got riled up for a fight that I can't have. Because it's the air. They ain't trying to fight back. I'd rather silent scream. So folks, please in the comments, comments.
Comments below or
What do you
above.
do? Do you stay upbeat all the time? Are you feeling pressure from staying upbeat all the time? And when that pressure gets real tense, because pressure bust pipes, before your pipes bust,
You messing up today.
man, pressure bust pipes, and before your pipes bust, what do you use to relieve that pressure? Me, I already told you, I silent scream. So what do you do? Let us know in the comments. Did you say what you did? He shadow box. He shadow box. I silent screen. What do you do?
I don't shut up, man.
Oh,
If I do that, that's just for practice because I'm a
oh,
martial artist, so I'm
what do
always
you
practicing
do?
my moves.
Well,
If I'm
when
feeling
you
frustrated, I smoke weed every day. Nah, I
smoke
like when I'm feeling
weed.
frustrated, I don't know, I just pray and don't
Okay,
I
I
don't
do that too. In
and
my silent scream, I need both. I need to
I don't know.
be
I think that's why I had that yell because I don't do anything and my body needed a release other than Taekwondo and me kicking stuff and punching bags and stuff like that. Because that's how I get it out when I train every day. So it's like I guess you're right. Swinging.
See?
I guess you're right.
Yep. Well,
Because
y'all
I
know what
like
time it
kicking and swinging.
is. And I think this word is going to stay out the book. It's time for word of the day. And I'm going to try to pronounce it. Lassitude. I'm going to tell you how it's spelled. Lassitude. What do you say?
You said L-I?
L-A.
L-A.
Lassitude.
Yeah, that sound like lassitude.
Okay, let's see.
Lassitude. Lassitude.
Well, y'all heard her say it.
So what's that? The
Lassitude.
attitude of being last?
Nope, it's a state of physical or mental weariness, a lack of energy. And in context, in a sentence, sometimes the pressure to be on leads to total lassitude, a lack of energy. Never, we didn't even talk about that being on all the time can sap your energy.
Yeah. We didn't even tap into that part. You're right.
No.
And that is a good word. You're right.
Nope.
Even though I thought it had something to do with being lassitude.
Yeah. But
like,
nope.
the attitude of always being last. Someone who never wins. Failure.
A state of physical or mental weariness. And I can imagine.
Man, you got a bad lassitude, brother. You'll win one day. I feel like, you know what? I have to take that word out. I think that word may go in there. I feel like that word should have a different definition. Like,
because it had a state of physical or mental weariness. No, you cannot change the definition because you don't see, y'all. We keep the verb, but he want to change the definition.
And I know it's not like that. I know it's not
is
last.
LAST.
Yeah,
right.
But they taken that T and they pushed it back for another S to make it more.
No. Lassitude. And it's weariness. We keeping the word and we're not changing the definition.
Right, you're right.
It has nothing to do with
so I'm just gonna say lassitude that way.
Oh, and now you
I'm
want
gonna
to
make
change.
Sure I put an emphasis on the sit.
There you go.
Lassitude.
That's one of our podcasts. Them silent letters. So lassa. There you go. Put that
I think you gotta say every letter. I think you say lassitude. Lassitude.
I think that's what she said.
Lassitude. She didn't say lassitude. I think she said lassitude.
Lassitude.
That's crazy. Words, man.
Y'all, words.
I guess it can stay. Never mind.
It can stay. Y'all already here. I'm glad y'all joined us. I want everyone out there to have a good night. Be kind to someone on purpose.
And be kind to someone new.
Be blessed. This is our truth because I am his mom.
And I'm her son.
Peace.
Good night.
Good night.